So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. That's good for 28 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands.
And under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Steps away to his left. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, Ertz has it left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Oh, look at the Jew. And he'll push forward for about... Up to the 23.
Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. A give to Howard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Ertz over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And now here comes Kansas City. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route because a running back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. We just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. A third down gain of 19. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow. Mike. Silver.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the second half here with Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Throwing on second and 14. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Not that time for Watkins. And that'll make it third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is third and 14. Now Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now Sproles. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Williams. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, it's Williams, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 26 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Chiefs 21, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Into the red zone. Wentz. And incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. We got it. Listen. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Aguilar has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 26 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
down these two. Fall down these two. There's a wide right. I'm coming for you. You mine.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Mahomes now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 23 yards the pickup there. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They run it again with Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins with time running out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On first down, they run with Howard. They find some open field here. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard, and even 50 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for... There's trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Wentz going to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some...